Coach, now that you've had time to look at the film from the last game, what'd you kind of think of Jaquan Scott and Keyshawn coming back and how they perform?
Yeah, it was just nice to have Keyshawn back in uniform and available. I think he played 10 minutes. Had some good, some bad, a couple uglies. I think he scored 6 points, but had some silly passes, and he's a very skilled passer, but sometimes when guys have that skill, they try to do a little too much. And definitely when you're coming back from that long of an injury, you'd like as a coach to tell them to kind of ease into it and make the simple plays, but it's easy to say and hard to do at times. But it was just good to have him out there. And then Quan, same thing. Just been a while since he's had some live game action, and he's still getting comfortable with his injury and trusting it, if you will. It's still bothersome to him, and so hopefully, day by day he'll get more comfortable with it.
What are some of your impressions of Georgia Tech and what tomorrow's game offers?
Well, it's they're coming off a tough road loss. They played at Cincinnati, and Cincinnati played very well in a hostile environment. They had a great crowd. It was their first road game of the year, and the road's funny. And now they've got to get home and regroup and prepare for a home game. And this will be our first road test of the year, and our only one for that matter in the non-league portion of our schedule. So it's a big game that way, to go on a ACC floor on the road and have a chance to beat a team and compete with a team like that is a great opportunity for us, and that's kind of our mindset. But in terms of their particular team, they got some veteran guys. They got quite a few transfers that have been there, done that. From what I can see, they're still trying to, figure each other out and how their parts, work together. But they've got plenty of talent. They got great size. They're getting healthier and healthier as the season unfolds. They got good rim protection. They got the guy out front, Kelly, that's putting up some big numbers. I think he's averaging 18, 19 a game in a young season. And they got other guys around him that are very capable. So, they've got our full attention, and we're trying to get ready to play.
Front row to Justin.
Chris, more on that first road test. How much do you think that Cherry game against Southern Miss, just the guys getting that experience in front of a road environment, can help going into this?
You would think so. That's one of the reasons why we played it, is we just don't have a lot of true road tests in the fall until you get into SEC play. So we thought putting our guys in that situation would help us down the road, and now it's down the road, if you will, and here we go. And so time will tell, but just being able to travel, and we'll leave after practice today, and we've been there, done that with neutral site games already in the tournament, but it's just different when you're going into someone else's barn, and I think we're going to take their best shot. We all know how it goes. When you're coming off a loss, the team seems to practice a little bit harder. The coaches aren't happy, and they're rallying the troops, if you will. And we've been talking about that with our group to get them to understand, how perturbed they're going to be, and they're going to have a chip on the shoulder, and we have to match or exceed that attitude.
We'll go back to Steph and then to Paul.
This is the fourth Power 5 game you all had this year, and you opened the season, I think it was, 5 games in 11 days. I mean, you guys have had a tough test immediately to start the year here. How do you feel like guys have responded to that, and why do you think this team has been able to get a hot start despite the tough schedule?
Yeah, so far so good. Obviously, you can't have a better record given how many games we've played, but certainly we've had our ups and downs in each game, and like everybody across the country, we're still trying to find just the right rhythm, if you will, the right pace, being able to play better, longer. It's like practice. I told them yesterday, you play like you practice, and I truly believe in that. And we've had some stretches in practice where we looked really good, and then we've had some big lulls, and it's just like our game, and we've got to be more consistent for longer periods of time if we want to be the team that we all want, us to be. But again, so far so good, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Coach, when you guys were recruiting Trey Ford, it was pretty easy to see his offensive capabilities shoot out on film. But obviously, you're a much better judge than me. But it seems like his defense and rebounding may be a tick better than what we saw at the JUCO level. Just your thoughts on his ability to defend and rebound so far.
Well, like most new players, Trey's no different. We knew he could score the ball. He's always done that. In particular, shoot the basketball, and he's got an old school jump shot where it's hard to defend. He can get it off virtually against anybody because he gets off the ground, and he plays bigger than he is that way. And we knew there'd be an adjustment. Unfortunately, the guys don't realize the adjustment and the expectations that are going to be for them when they arrive. And he's a work in progress on the other parts of his game. I thought a great sign was our last outing. He and I had a talk about, hey, when your jump shot's not falling, how are you moving the needle? How are you helping our team? Why should you still be on the floor when your strength, shooting the basketball, is not there on any given night? And so you've got to be able to find something else that you can help our basketball team. And he had 6 rebounds, 4 of them offensive, and he's very athletic, and he's willing to stick his nose in there, and hopefully that's something that he can build on. Defensively, he's gotten a lot better, like you said, from the summer till now. He's gotten a lot better. His willingness to be a defender, his understanding of what we're trying to do, his knowledge of the scheme has gotten better. And just like all of our guys, it's a work in progress. And hopefully, last game where he didn't shoot the ball very well. I think he was 1 for 7, but he did some other things to show everybody that he's not just a one-trick pony, if you will.
Your thoughts on the new football hire, Jeff Levy?
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Levy and his family. I don't know him personally, but I definitely look forward to getting to meet him and his family, and wish him the best of luck.
Jack, go ahead.
Just Georgia Tech's got a couple players y'all played against in the SEC last year, Amari Abram, Kwesi Reeves. Do you look back at what y'all did against those specific players last year when you scout them, or is it more of just scouting Georgia Tech as an entire team?
No, definitely having that information from a scouting report, our staff would look back and look, what the profile was of them, when we played them last year. And then certainly, using the new footage that's available with the Georgia Tech team and how they're fitting in and what they're providing for this new team. But all the information we're going to use to try to, get to our team, get to our players so they know, who they're facing individually, and that would be the case all year long.